the Michael teaser trailer dropped this week, and in my opinion, this is one of the biggest films to come out next year. It's funny because was supposed to come out in November. Um, David, I'm not sure if you know this, but there was some controversy that kind of happened behind the scenes. I don't know if that's, I wouldn't say controversy, but there was an incident that happened behind the scenes where, as they were filming, and once they were done, they had this film all in the can. The estate of Michael Jackson realized what they shot and forgot to tell them that they couldn't have this specific scenario happen in the film. So they had to scrap pretty much half of what they shot.
What?
Yeah,
Half?
pretty much. Yeah,
Wait, half of the incident or half of the movie?
half of the movie,
What?
maybe even more than half. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, so the incident was, so it's of course with Michael Jackson's allegations with I can't remember specifically what person, but it was with some kid. They used that was a primary story plot in the film, and once the estate realized that happened, they told him, to like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we forgot to tell you that you couldn't do that." So luckily that wasn't on the filmmakers. That would really be unfortunate if that was on them, but this is the estate's problem, and that has all been dealt with. I mean, they're probably still dealing with it, but especially on the estate side. But now this film was pushed to April 24th, which is my birthday, so it's coming out on my birthday. That's pretty sweet. The teaser trailer came out this week, and it looks pretty epic. I think in terms of musical biopics, they're so formulaic in a sense. They all have the same set of narrative and structure, so it's not necessarily surprising in how you see them, especially if they're based on a certain story. People who know the performer or know the musician, they kind of know their story, and depending on how it's told, they probably won't be surprised in certain ways. But I still think films at the end of the day are their experiential vessels of some sort. So regardless if you know the story of someone, seeing the experience of their story is what brings you to films. I think with this Michael film, I totally believe this film is going to be the highest grossing biopic for sure, because Michael Jackson's prowess is just insane. It's absolutely insane. And from the trailer itself, it just feels so grand. I love the layering of his songs. So many hits that are just layered on top in the trailer that just kind of blend into each other. It's beautiful sound design with some certain peaks of Jafar Jackson, which was Michael Jackson's nephew who's playing him. He looks fantastic. I wouldn't say he's like a one for one, looks just like him, but I'd say, well, within any film, within any biopic, you don't need the person, you don't need the lead actor to look exactly like them. You just need them to give a great performance and be the best for that role, which I believe he probably is the best for this role because he looks like he's going to give his all for this. He's totally going to bring it. I think with all of his different looks in this trailer, you could see just the magic that is MJ. I feel is in this, especially in this screenshot here. It's just a beautiful shot. I think this film's going to be shot beautifully. It's going to have a lot of fantastic music. Regardless if the movie is good, you're going to have a good time with the music. Now, if this film can be good on top of itself within the music, it's going to be something special to see. David, have you seen the trailer? What are your thoughts?
I did see the trailer. I think I saw it on TV for a commercial. Man, it looks really good. Like you described it very perfectly when you described it as grand. MJ was grand. Huge stage, the king of pop, right? And what better way to portray that and to have the viewer be immersed in the from the first person perspective story of Michael Jackson than in a theater, a movie experience. So this is going to be epic. A lot of people are looking forward to it. I've already seen so many memes about it.
Really?
Yes, the meme goes something like this, where the caption is saying something like, "Me trying not to just bust out in the theater during Thriller," and then it's just of some guy just like dancing. It could be like the umpire that's on the baseball field, doing the dancing thing or whatever.
Right.
It's gonna be big.
Absolutely. Now, have you seen any biopics like that have stuck with you?
I have seen some biopics. The last biopic I saw, I want to say it was Air. Do you remember Air?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one, it's funny. I should have continued watching it. I was watching it at night and I was falling asleep. And it wasn't at fault of the movie. I was just tired and I just never got back to it. That's my fault. But I should definitely get back to it because I've heard it's fantastic.
Air is good. You have, the combo Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. The chemistry on screen delivers always entertaining performances. Jason Bateman as himself as he is in any role, and
That does feel true.
it does. It's like
You know,
he's the same guy.
he's always Bateman.
But it kind of shows the story of how Nike signed Michael Jordan, and kind of like
Speaking of MJ.
I know a different MJ.
Yeah.
That's the last biopic I saw, and the next biopic I'm going to see is the new MJ, not the new MJ, but the different MJ
Yeah.
that was also wildly successful. And I just it was really good. It was a little long, but I
Okay.
feel like that might be a tendency of biopics is to kind of be long. And it was they shot it very interestingly because you never saw the actor who played Michael Jordan. You never saw his face. You only saw, and I think that really kind of immersed you in the perspective of the people who worked at Nike. Matt Damon's character and Jason Bateman's character. You were immersed in their perspective, and you didn't. I mean, you obviously were thinking about Michael Jordan, who was this person, like who was the actor playing it, but you didn't know because you never saw his face.
Right.
Which was an interesting choice, kind of added to like the level. It elevated Michael Jordan because you didn't see his face at all. So it's almost like if that is done purposefully, it's almost it's done in horror movies a lot, I feel like, but it's almost like elevating the character to a higher level, which is I think what they were trying to do, and what the people at Nike believed Michael Jordan to be is the next big thing, right? I mean Nike. I mean at the time it was crazy, like to think Converse for basketball shoes, like the number one basketball shoes was Converse, is like
It's
insane to me,
crazy thing.
right? Like that's
I mean,
insanity. But that's who they were up against. Nike just had no skin in the game whatsoever, and they took a huge risk, and it worked.
yeah,
It was a great movie.
absolutely. It's funny, yeah, because Affleck plays Phil Knight, which now does Travis Knight ever show up in there? Does this kid ever show up in there?
I don't think so.
Okay, which Travis Knight is directing Masters of the Universe, which comes out next year. So that's awesome. That little connection there. So
What is that?
Masters of the Universe,
Yeah.
He-Man. Yeah, so he's directing that
Oh,
next. Yeah,
okay.
which Travis Knight, yeah, he made Bumblebee, which is amazing. Probably one of the best Transformers films. He did Kubo and the Two Strings, which I heard was great. It was almost kind of like a claymation looked like type of film, animated. Definitely need to check that one out. Another director to keep an eye out. There's always a lot of cool directors out there that are making cool stuff. That is the Michael teaser trailer. I am super ecstatic to see this. I still wouldn't consider myself a huge MJ fan, but I can't lie. After seeing the trailer once, like all of his songs are just running in my head throughout the entire day. Like it's just crazy how pungent his tracks were. They would just stick with you no matter what. They were catchy, they were fun. And this film could be catchy, fun, and a great time. I really hope it will be.